Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's live stream. My name is Angelo Juris, and today we're going to talk about what the ERP is MES. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this demonstration is going to be on ProdSmart. And we're going to be talking about some of the acronyms that are part of the industry and what the ERP is MES. All right, so today we're going to talk about myself a little bit. I'll give you an overview of the data and process. We're going to talk about the definitions of the acronyms, how each system affects your business, the differences between these. We're going to talk a little bit about ProdSmart and then how you can reach the ProdSmart and the DSI team. All right, so my name is Angelo Juris. I'm a subject matter expert at DSI. I've been in the machining industry since 1988. I've owned a machine shop. In that machine shop, we primarily did semiconductor equipment and high vacuum systems. I also did some product design for disk drive industry. I made some grippers. We had some patents on some items. Also spent some time in the machine tool industry working for a machine tool distributor on the West Coast called Selway Machine Tool. And during that time, I did service as a service engineer, repairing machines, installing machines, troubleshooting. I also did applications as a machinist. I did applications, so programming, helping customers get their machines up and running. I also spent some time as a manufacturing engineer at a engine manufacturer in Mexico. And I worked on process improvement to reduce cycle time and increase quality. Also spent time at Tesla in the hardware prototyping. Also, Autodesk, spent some time there being a product manager for Fusion 360, and also focused on customer success. Also, Facebook, also known as Reality Labs, also known as Meta. I worked in the Reality Labs doing prototyping for AR and VR and wearable technology. So that's a little bit about me. All right, so currently this is how most companies are set up. They operate in functional silos. Department heads set up processes using whatever tools are available, typically Excel and email. Little attention is paid to how information flows across the enterprise. While individuals may be organized, processes that involve people and information from multiple functions are chaotic and inconsistent. How chaotic? Product information, the lifeblood of manufacturers, is hard to find, it's inconsistent, it's often outdated and difficult to interpret. This leads to all sorts of problems and, perhaps more importantly, low morale and difficulty hiring and retaining the best people. Most companies aren't even aware of the layers of redundancy and slack they built into their business as usual process. This type of process can lead to missed deadlines, bottlenecks, low profit margins, excessive scrap and waste, traceability issues, and problems with raw material procurement. There are solutions to all of these problems I mentioned a moment ago. The big challenge, though, is understanding which type of solution solves which type of problem. But before you can do that, you have to know what on earth are those acronyms. All right, so PDM. PDM, or Product Data Management, is a system for centralizing and controlling product-related information throughout its life cycle. PDM includes features like data centralization, version control, access control, change management, collaboration, workflow management and integration with other systems. It aims to enhance efficiency, reduce errors, and improve collaboration in product development processes, especially in industries like manufacturing and engineering. PLM, or Product Lifecycle Management, is an approach to managing a product from concept to disposal. It includes PDM, mentioned earlier, collaboration, configuration management, change management, workflow management, document management, quality management, integration with enterprise systems, and analytics. PLM aims to optimize product development, reduce time to market, enhance product quality, and maximize value throughout the product life cycle, especially in industries with complex and lengthy development cycles. ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. It's a software and business management approach that integrates and streamlines various business processes across departments. Key features include integration, a centralized database, real-time reporting, standardized processes, automation, collaboration, scalability, and often includes CRM, known as Customer Relationship Management, and Supply Chain Management. ERP aims to provide a unified view of business operations, enhance efficiency, and improve decision-making through automation and standardized processes. Successful implementation can lead to increased operational efficiency and improved data accuracy. MRP. MRP is Material Requirements Planning. It's a system within ERP, mentioned earlier, that manages materials for manufacturing. It includes components like bill of materials, master production schedule, known as MPS, inventory levels, lead time consideration, gross and net requirements calculation, ordering and scheduling, and capacity planning. MRP helps optimize inventory, reduce carrying costs, and ensure timely availability of materials for production. And finally, MES, Manufacturing Execution System. It's a process within the broader context of ERP that manages and controls manufacturing options on the shop floor. This includes scheduling, resource allocation, real-time monitoring, quality management, traceability, data collection and analysis, workflow management, labor management, integration with other systems, and compliance and reporting. MES optimizes production efficiency, quality, and traceability, supporting continuous improvement and aligning with industry standards. Product development management, product lifecycle management, enterprise resource planning, material resource planning, manufacturing execution system is what we just talked about, giving you a brief overview of these. Now, let's dive a little deeper. So let's say you have a series of parts. They're different file names, different designs, different versions. How do you handle that? You got one version, you've got another version. How do you track all of that? That can be very complex and time-consuming. Then you can do things, archive, bring things to the front. How do you know which one that you're actually working on? So what's the risk of not having a PDM system in place? Let's discuss some issues that can come up if you don't have a solution in your organization. What about revisions? It's really challenging to know which file is the latest and which file you should be working on. Managing previous versions. One small mistake means you can accidentally overwrite an existing version and have no way to get it back. You'll have time and energy being spent identifying or even trying the latest file. Time and money is spent working on the wrong file. Think about someone spending 6 weeks in designing and manufacturing an injection mold using the wrong file. That results in wasted time and money. Let me share with you about Autodesk's Vault PDM, product data management software. Integrates with Autodesk design tools and other CAD systems to keep everyone working from a central source of organized data. Use Vault to increase collaboration and streamline workflows across engineering, manufacturing, and extended teams. Automate design and engineering processes. Control what people can access and edit. Track revisions and design history. Fusion 360 is an integrated CAD, CAM, and CAE platform. It has built-in data management, connect teams, communicate in real time, and manage products with global collaboration. So, a PLM solution that I mentioned earlier manages a product development life cycle from conception and design to sampling and production. It is a collaborative solution that allows designers and product developers to seamlessly integrate data, such as colors, size specs, and materials, as well as communicate with adjoining team members to ensure sample changes are demonstrated to the supply chain. In a way, PLM is a pre-production tool that brings together data, people, and processes to aid an organization's ability to develop its products. Data from multiple systems and different processes are forced into single tools and silos. In the old world, your engineers are wasting 2 days, up to 2 months per year, looking for product data. The number of systems you've got to interact with is at least 10 within your organization. 83% of products are over budget and 79% are late. Modern companies need to get on a platform that can bring everyone together to collaborate. Despite incredible technological advancements, the manufacturing sector still works in a very traditional way. Maybe your process looks a little like this. Teams taking a waterfall approach to product development, doing their part, then throwing it over the wall. This results in data silos, which means workflows are disconnected, work is recreated multiple times, impacting productivity. You risk losing data. Your business is less resilient. So what's the first step on your journey? Despite incredible technological advancements, it comes down to this. Though the value of putting data and processes at the center is getting your products to market faster, how? By improving collaboration between teams, increasing the agility of your product development process, improving your supply chain agility, reducing the amount of time you spend on tedious, low-value tasks, and reducing defects and nonconformities. So it's to move from the traditional life cycle to a connected process in which information starts to flow freely throughout the organization, connecting those departmental silos, increasing the reuse of information as opposed to recreation of it, and most importantly, resulting in a productivity uplift. Product life cycle management, boy, that's a tongue twister, is a comprehensive business approach that focuses on managing the entire life cycle of a product from its initial concept and design through manufacturing, service, and disposal. PLM encompasses a set of practices, processes, and technologies that enable organizations to effectively and efficiently manage product information and related processes throughout every stage of a product's life. Data we need to keep front and center. People need to collaborate across internal teams and external stakeholders. And process. We need to control the product development process. To go from disconnected teams, like shown here in this image, to a collaborative team connecting the data, people, and processes across your organization and supply chain. There is no doubt that managing a production or manufacturing facility is a difficult process. Balancing your production and profitability goals with customer expectations in today's environment has become even harder than ever. So a typical manufacturing workflow looks a lot like this. You quote the job, create an estimate. You have to create that estimate, you have to go through a CAD/CAM review material costs, labor costs, what's the timeline, shop capacity, and machine availability. Then the sales process, a lot to go through that. And then purchase materials, manufacture, you have to machine everything, send things out for outside service. You got to consider labor and operations, work instructions, routing, inspection, quality, production, inventory, and then hopefully when you're done, you get to ship it. So ERP ensures products are manufactured in a timely, cost-controlled manner once a product has been designed and approved. This procedure uses a database to automate the various core processes of a company related to finance, manufacturing, technology, services, and human resources. It's seen as a catch-all solution for larger companies to manage business function in a central location. PLM versus ERP. Let's compare the two. So they allow design teams to focus on the ideation, innovation, and development of a product, whereas an ERP's role is executing that product and managing cost control during the supply stages. A PLM solution allows the design teams to highlight the correlation between each component of a product, while an ERP platform handles the transition of materials for inventory, production schedules, and logistics. PLM tools are used primarily by technical designers and product developers, and ERP systems are more often used by manufacturing or operations personnel. We could fix that. We know that a common bill of materials collection from multiple sources are fed into the next system. Typically, ERP, MRP can reduce delays caused by factors such as searching databases and nonconformities caused by working from out-of-date documents, which ultimately saves you time and money. The truth is, the solutions to digitize these processes were not built for companies your size. They were built for companies with deep pockets and a dedicated IT staff to implement complex solutions. On average, it takes between 6 and 18 months to implement legacy MES solutions. During this time, your company doesn't see any productivity benefit because these systems require full migration of your company's data and processes before you can begin to use it. In addition to the immense amount of time required to implement, there is often significant consulting costs to implement and support these solutions. In some cases, you could be spending 5 times your software costs in consulting fees alone. And after all that money is invested, the results are often less than desired. User adoption by workers is slow due to insufficient hardware and complicated UI. Back office setup is challenging because of the rigid rules within the software that is flexible to adapting to your company's process. ERP ensures products are manufactured in a timely, cost-controlled manner. This procedure uses a database to automate the various core processes of a company related to finance, manufacturing technology, services, and human resources. At the start of a production process, a production or work order is created. There are then various stages such as material procurement and various operations needed to produce that order. But how is this process started? How is this production information moved? And how is production tracked? I would like to start by sharing with you the most common way of managing information on any production floor, the paper traveler that probably a lot of you recognize from your company. This is the most typical way of deploying and managing production information, where the usual approach is after receiving a client order, you have someone opening an Excel template, inputting the information you see on the top, the order code, what are the products you're supposed to be producing, how many, and when they are due. Then you have to print this document out, give it to the production supervisor or who else is responsible to start production, and then this paper flows the production flow along the manufacturing materials. Going back to our workflow, we can see that the paper traveler moves the production information along each stage. As it travels through the production floor, information from the manufacturing process is captured and written down. This used to indicate when each stage is complete, possibly with additional information such as manufacturing or quality check information gathered as well. Once that job is completed, the packet is then returned, and we have the form with all the information from the production filled out, ready for manual data entry. So there are three main issues with this. First of all, is a lot of work to deploy these processes. You have to have someone dedicated to, for example, when you want to generate a new order for production, open up an Excel file, editing a couple fields, quantities, products, etc., printing that out and giving it to the production team. Then you have the data tracking, so you have 5, 10, dozens of people registering data in multiple different paper forms. But as a production manager, you have to walk around the factory for 15 minutes before finding out what is the status of that particular order you need more information on. Last issue, if you want to analyze your performance over the last week, 2 weeks, or month, you either have someone typing in a spreadsheet the information that all workers had to write down in those different platforms, or you have to go through the paperwork. And what do we have to do with all that information that's gathered? It must be manually input into spreadsheets to be filtered or added to reports, ready for review and analysis. In a perfect world, this is great, but unfortunately, that's not reality, and issues are constantly occurring, requiring us to adjust. In a perfect world, this is great, but unfortunately, that's not reality. To make these decisions, we need to know what is manufacturing on the production floor in the real time. Using this paper method, when information is required in the middle of the manufacturing process, you must find the travel packets on the travel floor to review them and gather all the information you need. This takes time, reducing the ability for you to react and make decisions, which can be mission critical for success and profitability. So MES versus ERP. MES focuses on managing and monitoring the production process on the factory floor. It also provides real-time reports and up-to-date information on the production progress. ERP provides a broader view of the business, including accounting, HR, and more. It also provides periodic reports, daily, weekly, or monthly. MES versus ERP provides real-time reports, up-to-date information on the production progress. It is affordable and fast to implement. ERP gives you periodic reports. It's expensive and slow to implement. So that's the basics of all the different acronyms and what they all do. Now let me talk about ProdSmart and what it can do for your organization. ProdSmart is an MES solution that helps manufacturers and fabricators manage their shop floor, production, and quality process in real time with digital connectivity on desktop and mobile. ProdSmart facilitates smart, data-driven decisions to keep the business profitable and competitive. ProdSmart's key benefits are to automate and digitize your manufacturing process to show you real-time visibility of what is happening on the shop floor, and you can get these results immediately. Over time, and as you use the software, you can achieve longer-term analytics, which help you improve the efficiency of your business. Here's what you get with ProdSmart on your shop floor. It's a modular and flexible web and mobile application that can be implemented at high speed, real-time inventory and production tracking, instant data capture, turning tablets and smartphones into sensors and peripheral aggregators, material requirements and planning, move toward just-in-time manufacturing, quality control and traceability of products with simple visual workflows, material requirements and planning that will help move your business toward the just-in-time manufacturing environment. ProdSmart provides a dashboard which gives you an overview of your shop floor performance. It provides visibility on production orders, including the ability to generate orders by importing products directly from integrations like Fusion 360. ProdSmart has production scheduling tools to organize your shop floor, as well as inventory management, material requirements planning. It also provides worker management with access to different tools through the mobile app, quality reports and analysis, analytics and report production to help you understand what's happening on the shop floor in real time. With all these different things to consider, ProdSmart will help streamline the process because it was built with the unique needs of small to medium-sized manufacturers. Customers are tracking their first production orders within a matter of days. Understandably, setting up and managing this kind of system is not your primary job. That is why you will get a dedicated customer success and support team who will help with setup and adoption so you can continue focusing on running your business smoothly. Because of all this, adoption by both your workers and your management team is fast and painless. You'll be tracking production within days and immediately start to see the benefits of having these processes digitized and visible in real time. From CAD to CAM to simulation, planning and scheduling, shop floor management and machine communication, DSI can help you deploy all of these tools into your business so you can focus on what you do best. So, in summary, we talked about an overview of the data and process at a typical business. We discussed definitions and acronyms. We talked about how each of those systems impact your business, and a brief introduction to Autodesk ProdSmart and what it can do for your business. And if you want to learn more, you can contact us at DSI at the number below, or you can email us at DSI. Hope that was helpful for you guys.